3 long days, some I don't know. It takes a little more than what you show, and that's yesterday. Yeah, yesterday.
Bobby Finn Knows Everyone is sponsored by Summit Mortgage and Sheldon Frank. If you're looking to buy a house and you live in Minnesota or Wisconsin, Summit Mortgage and Sheldon Frank, NMLS 213346, can provide the clout and confidence you need with a guaranteed offer. With Summit Mortgage Seller's Choice Program, once you're pre-approved, you'll become the home buying version of bulletproof, because Summit will guarantee that the loan will close according to the terms of the letter, or Summit will either purchase the home themselves or pay the seller $10,000 in cold hard cash. You heard it, $10K, baby. I guess that's why they're called Summit, because with an offer like that, it'll go straight to the top of the stack. So call Sheldon Frank today at 612-232-1872 to start the pre-approval process. Summit Mortgage Corporation, NMLS 1041, is an equal housing opportunity lender.
Welcome to Bobby Finn Knows Everyone, a Pull Tab Sports production. I am Bobby Finn, born and bred on the St. Paul's East Side, where it was all about looking out for each other, blue-collared hard work, and tell them like it is, no BS. Sometimes your reputation helped you, other times it got you in a little trouble. We're coming to you here from the new Cub Content Studios. As usual with me, Tommy Lord. How are you, Tommy?
Yeah, rock on. We're at the Cub Content Studios, brand new. Thanks, Cub, for sponsoring. I love it. Doing good. How you doing?
Doing good.
Yeah, rock on.
Well, the name of the podcast is Bobby Finn Knows Everyone, so of course I know our guest, Minnesota Twins pitcher Louie Varland. How are you, Louie?
Doing great. How are you?
Doing great. Happy to have you here, bud.
Glad to be here.
Well, it's, I remember when you got your debut. It was pretty cool. I was sitting down the street having a beer, and they showed you up there, and you're starting at Yankee Stadium against the Yanks in your debut. How'd that go? How'd that make you feel?
It actually went well. It felt amazing. Like, all my dreams came true on that day, and luckily I had a decent game too. So
you had an amazing game. I mean, you were just putting them away. It was absolutely crazy.
Were you like Rocco? Like, maybe I start against the Orioles or something like that. Or you're like, why
I
Yankees?
loved it. No, I loved it. Like, it doesn't get much pressure than that, especially there.
Yeah.
They call them the bleacher creatures, the fans there, because they're ruthless.
Yeah.
But it actually worked out pretty well, because I was supposed to pitch the day before, but it got rained out. So we had a doubleheader the next day, and I pitched a noon game, and nobody was at the game.
Okay.
So
all right. So it took a little bit of the pressure off. Like, oh my God, they're not all chanting my name. And
right.
Do they get after like players, like yelling and screaming?
Especially in the bullpen before the game, warming up. Like, they'll say anything to you.
Oh yeah.
They'll do their research. They'll look you up and try to find anything on you. Siblings, nothing is off limits.
Well, that's great. Well, we're going to talk about the pen after a little bit here, but I mean, it was unbelievable. What an unbelievable experience. And then you were just mowing them down. I mean, you struck Judge out, you struck them all out, but then the second time Judge was up, what happened?
He got me. He got me on the same pitch I struck him out with.
He's like, fool me once. So here you go, rookie.
That's what great hitters do right there.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, and it doesn't get better than that guy. I mean, what a monster guy.
What was the count when he hit the dong off? Yeah,
I think it was 2-2. It was a 2-2 changeup.
Okay.
It was a decent pitch. He was just looking for that exact pitch, and he got it.
He's just sitting on it.
He should have put it in his ribs. Say, this is what I'm about, from St. Paul punk, North St. Paul, I guess. But no, that's great. Well, let's digress a little bit. I mean, you're born in North St. Paul. Would you graduate in 2017? You said 16. Played baseball. You wrestled in football. That's 3-sport athletes.
You couldn't fit hockey in too? Why? What's the matter?
I played a lot of pond hockey.
Yeah, right.
I mean, I cut a lot of weight. I mean, wrestling for me, it builds character, does all this great stuff. But I think looking back, I wish I would have played hockey growing up, just because hockey is so much fun. You will not have as much fun as you can playing pond hockey.
Yeah, right.
With your friends. Yeah,
that's exactly right, and a lot cheaper for your parents too to just play pond hockey versus
right.
the other stuff. But yeah,
I mean, you obviously beat a lot of people's ass on the wrestling mat with 2 MVPs, right?
Like MVP of the team.
I looked up. You said you were MVP of wrestling. I don't know. Maybe it was the team?
Yeah, it was more than 2 times. I went to state 3 times, though.
Okay, wow.
But I wrestled varsity as a 7th grader. I was pulled up as a 7th grader. I wrestled 6 years there. I went to state 3 times. I was hurt my sophomore year, but
Okay.
yeah.
God,
That's impressive.
So you went to state in wrestling
Mm-hmm.
3 times. You went to state in football
Yeah.
at North St. Paul.
Yeah.
North St. Paul kids go to state in football.
The one good year we had, we went to state, and that was my senior year.
Oh my God.
Well, that's fun.
And baseball state or no?
No.
Come on, and then you
Never.
go and you turn out to be the baseball is your sport. Yeah, you never got
Yeah.
the team to stay.
Yeah,
huh?
exactly.
All right.
I always clunked it in sections. I could not make it happen.
Who knocked you out of sections? Creedon? Where are you guys at?
No, one year was Eastridge. Another year was who was it?
Eastridge kids are
I
thumping.
don't
Yeah.
know.
Well, I mean, your ears, you got good ears?
Yeah.
They're not the cauliflower ears from wrestling?
No.
Oh, that's good. That's
yeah.
good. That's my one thing. I'm like, if you're ever going to get into one, you look at their ears.
Yes.
If they got cauliflower, you stay away.
Yeah, you
If you
run.
get in a fight?
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
You stay away.
Even you, Bobby Finn?
I wouldn't, yeah, I never mess with a wrestler. Because
they-
I got one chance to end it, and if I don't do it, I'm bent in half.
And not only just a wrestler, but a wrestler with cauliflower ear.
Yeah.
They've been doing it forever,
Right.
and they don't care to wear their headgear anymore. They're different.
Oh, yeah.
They're different.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely. But it's kind of the small world that we were talking about earlier is, I knew his dad a little bit back in the day, played a couple games of softball with them. And then on top of that, his grandpa lives right next door to my dad. So my dad we were talking about him playing on the Twins. They said, him and his brother kept, throwing balls off my shed constantly, they were screwing around as kids, which that's what you want,
Yeah,
right?
exactly. That's
You
how
just don't want-
instead of sitting inside playing Fortnite the whole day.
Yeah.
Fortnite or vandalizing or being just dipshits, right?
Yeah, right.
And so that was cool, to hear some of the stories. I mean, right next door.
Yeah.
It's incredible, how it all turns out. But it's cool. It's a pleasure. How did you get to Concordia from high school?
Yeah. I guess like my senior high school is when I started to get good at baseball. And I was like, all right, I think I could play college. My senior year, the previous year, so my junior year, my brother committed to Concordia, St. Paul as well. And my senior year came around, I had to commit somewhere. I reached out to everybody in the NSIC, the same conference as Concordia St. Paul. I reached out to every other team because I wanted to play against my brother and not with him anymore. Because I grew up with him. I was in a shadow my whole life.
Yeah, right.
I wanted to get away from that. So I emailed all the other teams in the conference. A couple got back to me. Most of them did not reply. So I ended up falling back into Concordia St. Paul and following my brother for another 3 years.
That's
Couldn't
funny.
get out. You couldn't get
I
out.
know. I couldn't. Yeah.
So
Well,
that's
it worked
a big,
out, though.
I mean, so you go high school and you had a pretty good career in high school. You're a good batter too, from what I see.
I mean, I was good for Minnesota.
Yeah. Okay.
Like, yeah.
But it's interesting. So then you go to Concordia, but to be a Minnesota kid who plays baseball, to be able to compete and jump levels like you did with kids who are from the Dominican or from South America, who are from Florida or Arizona, that's a pretty big jump. I mean,
yeah.
Did you progress? Did you feel yourself progressing a lot while you're at Concordia?
I did, yeah.
Okay.
I worked with Marcus McKenzie and John Gobb. They were the two pitching coaches. I love John Gobb. He took me underneath his wing. He played in the MLB, so that I got to get everything I can out of this guy.
Yeah.
He's helped me out a lot.
Yeah, right.
But not only those two, but Marcus McKenzie, Neil Lerner, the whole coaching staff is it's a great program there.
Okay.
Yeah.
And was there something you did that throwing long ball or working out or what or maybe it's just your work ethic in general?
It was all of it. Well, I did have a work ethic.
Okay.
That was how I was raised.
Yeah.
By my parents. But it was lifting. It was throwing some more. It was becoming a pitcher, not just a thrower.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And a lot of work mechanically to clean stuff up. I was introduced to armchair, and growing up as a 3-sport athlete is my first time playing baseball year round, and that just helped out a lot.
Gotcha. Yeah. And your dad or grandpa were kind of legends of North St. Paul as well. I know Finn's they're kind of a legend of East Side Harding area.
For the wrong reasons.
So what was it? Your dad, your grandpa, or was it just a lineage of
It's pretty much a lineage. My
Okay.
aunts ran high school softball.
Your aunt started? Okay.
They were no joke. They were the real deal pitchers that they could hit.
Yeah. Right.
Denise Varland and Sue Varland.
Okay.
At a North from North St. Paul. They ran the show, them too. But my dad was a very good softball player, and I guess my grandpa. I mean, it all started with him with the house in North St. Paul.
Yeah.
Started Varland Drywall, which is like our drywall company. It's a family business, but yeah.
Yeah, right. God, all right.
Yeah.
So you were telling a story about your dad was quite the softball player, and maybe didn't have the best work ethic playing softball.
He played softball because it was fun.
Yeah, right.
Just because it's fun. He didn't really like practice at it. He was just like, he was a later bloomer than me and my brother was.
Okay, yeah.
So like after he played baseball in high school. He batted 8th or 9th. He wasn't like a stud or anything.
Yeah.
And then after he graduated, then he started to grow and get big and start throwing hard or do all this. So then he played softball with all his buddies. It was a good time. He's known for having a beer on the ground, a cig in his mouth, and he's chewing on a chew all at the same time, playing center field. But he's also hitting home runs and throwing dudes out. And
That's the truth.
He's
That
doing
was
softball right. That's how you gotta do
exactly.
softball.
He had a really good time. He went to Worlds a couple of years, Class C, I believe.
Okay.
So yeah.
Yeah, that's where it was, though. I mean, that's the C players back then for the good teams could have played A.
Yeah.
They just chose to be with their buddies and hang out more, and he dominated, dude. He could crush. It was pretty fun. But, I mean, it's just, like I said, a small world, and it's just fun to go through it all for sure. But what do you got next?
Well, let's do a quick promotion for Unreal because we're all wearing it today. You got an Unreal sweatshirt on. I got it on. Unreal. That's UNRL.co. Go to that website. Check them out because Unreal makes really the best apparel here in Minnesota, and you've seen it all around. You see what I got with this crossover hoodie right here, Bobby? Yeah, crossover hoodie.
Crossover hoodie.
Yeah, you see them all over the place, and that's Unreal because Unreal knows what they're doing. They make gear crafted around the athlete, and I'll tell you what, if you go to unreal.co, UNRL.co, you put in pull tab 15, you get 15% off your order at unreal.co. So check them out.
Check them out. So 17 games pitched.
Yeah.
10 games started, 71 Ks. How freaking cool is that, right? I mean, you're throwing 100 miles an hour. I mean, obviously you had to do certain things. I don't know what the heck you can do. The only other person I've ever heard of is Steven Strasburg. He threw 89 miles an hour in high school, and then always throws 102 or whatever. I mean, so how did you increase? I mean, you said about your work ethic, and you grew and you got stronger, and your mechanics. But I mean, God, you just don't hear these stories. And to go in the majors after pitching at Concordia and St. Paul, and to just mow these guys down, dude, that's sweet.
It is very cool. Yeah. I mean, I worked my tail off. It's lifting, it's arm care, it's all these things I mentioned earlier, but it's doing it over like 6-8 years now.
Yeah.
Just sticking to the process and making it work out. But I do believe not every pitcher can throw 100 miles an hour. I have plenty of teammates that work harder than me at it, and they're still throwing like 90, 92.
Yeah.
So I do have genetics on my side. I don't know exactly what it is that allows me to throw so hard, but I just do. You know, I can't explain it. It's just
It's that St. Paul in you.
When's
That east side in you, baby.
Right.
A dog.
You got that dog on you, that east side dog on you, baby.
When did Take the Field come into play?
Take the Field's owner, Cole Hutchins, was my old VFW coach. Yeah. So I played with him my freshman and sophomore year. And then after like my class, my brother's class, both graduated, he kind of shifted to the private baseball place, and he started Take the Field, which is a great place to train. Me and my brother actually put on a pitching clinic. I think it's like 12 weeks long this winter leading up to like spring tryouts. We teach the kids like mechanics, the lingo, some arm care, how to like take care of your arms, how to like pitch, how to become a pitcher rather than a thrower. A lot of this stuff, and we chase velo, we chase strike percentage, we teach some pitches. It's a great thing. We've been doing it for like three to 5 years now. I think it started 4 years ago, but yeah, it's right in downtown North St. Paul. Huh. Kids from all over and come in. It's 2 times a week, Tuesday and Thursday. But I encourage everybody to come out if you're in high school, if you're in middle school, it doesn't matter. Like come out and learn from us. It's a good deal.
Bobby, your kid going out there?
Ironically, he is.
All right.
That's who
Look at that.
He's gonna learn something. Yeah.
That's who bridged this relationship. The kid I grew up with from Little League Baseball is one of their instructors and the hitting instructor, Mark Dornfeld. And he said, get your kid over to meet Cole and the staff, and he'll be joining you for some of those trainings. Absolutely.
Can't wait. Yeah. I guess I should add that to sign up for it, the sign up sheet's open right now. I believe it's at takethefield.com. It's on the website, or he also has like an Instagram page where you can do it there as well.
Yeah.
Well, cool, man. Cool.
Yeah.
And obviously they did something right. I mean, anybody that helped get you where you're at, we're a part of it.
Yeah, 100%.
And your brother, obviously.
Yep.
So that's cool. Very cool.
So you're talking a little bit about stats. How much does stats come into what you do on a pitch by pitch, game by game?
Yeah.
Because it feels like it's getting more and more, and you're always seeing, you're seeing the catcher, the pitcher look into the dugout for different things. Do you go out there, you go in between innings? You don't have to give me all your secrets, but like you go in between innings and like, all right, who do I got coming up? All right, where do I want to go with these guys? You have to do a lot of film study, or is it mostly like, pitch by pitch, knowing like catchers giving you signals like, okay, this guy, must be bad high and away, or like how much of it is like, or is it like, all right, I'm feeling great today with my fastball, or I've got my stuff together with my curveball. Like what is it?
It's basically yes and no to every one of those things you mentioned. You can go about two ways. You can simplify it, or you can make it as complicated as you want. Some pitchers love all these information, all these stats. It can get so in depth, like to like the count and what pitch, and every pitch has a percentage of when to throw what, where. Yeah,
you watch the games on TV, and they give you the box, and they're like, all right, lowing away on a 2-2 pitch. These guys know that?
It can get crazy. The Twins provide all the information that you can have and want and ask for. But me personally, I like keeping it simple. I sit down with the catcher and the pitch coach before the game. We go through the game plan. Mm-hmm. I trust my catcher to know it better than I do, because I want to be out there just thinking about the next pitch.
Yeah.
Now, like 2-3 pitches from now, like third time through the order, this and that. Keep it simple, one pitch at a time. I'll let the catcher like worry about the stats and all that.
Yep.
But most games, you'll know if you have like a certain pitch on.
Yeah.
Then you obviously throw that pitch more because you have like control over it or whatever.
And you get confidence in it.
Getting swing to miss it that day, so you just throw it more.
Yeah.
And playing the odds, basically.
Oh, yeah, for sure. How about the, and I didn't believe this until I saw it on TikTok, but like the pitch comm where the guys got the little speaker in their hat and the catcher have a little button on their shin pad or on their wristband. Like, I was like, wait, what? That's a thing now?
It's different, yeah.
Yeah.
I love it, though.
Yeah, do you?
I do like it. I mean, it speeds up the game. I'm all about speeding up the game.
Okay.
Because the last thing I want, if I'm a starter...
You want to keep it going.
Yeah. I have to watch 4 games before I could have my start again. Mm-hmm. And, faster the better, 100%.
There was the TikTok I saw was Kenta Maeda. The story was that the hitter could hear the sound coming through the catcher's gear because it was brand new. Mm-hmm. And I don't know if it was this year or last year. And the batters all knew what the pitch was, and he still performed really well because Maeda was just like lights out. And I was like, I don't know.
You should say the wrong thing.
Made up or what?
Curveball. They actually throw the gas. You're like, hey, stop listening.
Yeah.
Stop cheating.
Sweet. There you go. Freaking Louie's going to throw a no-hitter next year. And that's going to be it. It's like, we mess with the pitch comm system.
Purposely turn it up.
Turn up your volume,
Have like a,
And then screw with the signs.
That's
genius.
Well, I mean, everything's stealing signs these days.
Yeah.
Shit, in every sport.
Right. I don't know how I feel about that. I almost feel like that's what signs are for. Otherwise, you would just yell out what you're going to do. But signs, everybody wants to know the signs. Everybody wants to know what's coming. So you kind of want to try to figure it out if you're a player. Now, if you're the Astros and you're beating on a drum, that's a different story. But, like, I don't know. And people are like, I don't know.
That's why we all had it, though. That's why when we grew up, you had an indicator, you had all that. But if you're the pitcher and the catcher, now that they have the intercom or the comm, you're like, that's different, right? Mm-hmm. It's not just painting your nails different colors and dropping a couple signs down, but it's crazy. And like I couldn't imagine all the information. I think it would be information overload for me. I'd be like, hang on, he's crowding the plate, I'm just gonna hit him.
That's the
let's
Bobby
go old
Finn
school,
move.
right?
I like that.
Get off the plate.
That's the Bobby Finn move.
Oh, don't dig in. That's underneath my hat. That's what I wrote on my hat. Don't dig in, because I'm coming high and tight. I don't care. Charge them out and get me. Nolan Ryan,
So the new rules this year, did that mess you up at all?
No, not at all. Because I had it in AAA the previous year,
Yeah.
like pitch time and pitch clock and all that stuff. So
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
What about the strategies that come with, the clock and, being able to only throw over to the first base or to the bases
Yeah.
a few times, or trying to like slow down the clock, stepping off? Like, is that like I saw a little bit of that in the playoffs too? I was like, all right, that's pretty smart.
Yeah.
And some pitchers like they just kind of walk up and then throw it. And your batter's like, whoa,
And
that's
that's
a
me.
whole, yeah,
Yeah.
okay, yeah,
Quick pitch.
yeah,
yeah,
I work extremely fast. I mean, everybody likes it except the hitter.
yeah.
Like
That's who
Yeah.
you don't want to like,
exactly,
right?
exactly. So I mean, but I did fall in a little trouble because I speeded up a lot.
Yeah.
When I should like take a second to like process the situation. It's 2 strikes. I need to throw this out of the zone. I end up throwing it in the zone.
Uh-huh.
So I think maybe it sped up a little bit too fast. I got to find a happy medium. But like all the new rules and everything like favor some players like Acuna stealing bases.
Yep.
Just went on a tear because they'd pick off. He's stealing, so you
Yeah.
try to pick him off, get the out. He's saved twice. He can't pick up a third time without like balking.
Yeah.
Like unless you get him for the out. So he had like 70 bags this year.
It's insane.
It's just crazy, but it's
That
part of
is-
the game.
That's a huge advantage, and I think the Twins need to get better at that. That's my own opinion, but Vince Coleman would have had 300 stolen bases.
yeah.
I
Yeah.
mean, it's Ricky Henderson. I mean, you couldn't stop him, but the game has changed, and I think it's for the better. There's absolutely, I mean, Chuck Knobloch, I would have hit him in freaking the dome every time if he took his
aggressive.
the gloves off when he stepped out every single pitch.
routine,
It would
yeah.
drive me absolutely insane, but the game's changed for the better. There's no doubt about it. Because of the instant gratification, right? All these kids these days, if you don't freaking make it now, they're gonna
Yeah.
lose them, right?
Right.
So it's for the better. There's no question. But so getting to the bullpen, right? Back to the bullpen.
Back to the bullpen. I think before we go to the bullpen, let's wait 1 second.
All right.
Let's go to Chill Boys.
All right.
And Louie, I don't know if you know what Chill Boys are, but these might help you when you're in pressure situations.
Okay.
Chill Boys are bamboo underwear, like boxers and briefs. Logo's right behind me over here. And they're life-changing underwear. I don't know what it is, but they have this cool fabric, cool technology that keeps the boys cool, especially in pressure situations, in the summer, in the winter, whenever you need it most. Chill Boys keeps you cool, down low. They call it menthol for your man parts. And check out Chill Boys. They come in a lot of different styles. They come in both boxers and briefs. And Chill Boys is life-changing underwear. I'll tell you that much.
It is. I'm not joking. You got to try it. I don't know if we have.
I'll have to try out.
Yeah.
Try them out.
There you go. It's
Contact
kind of like,
Chill Boys.
well, let me ask you this. What's your favorite baseball movie?
Sandlot.
Sandlot.
Yeah.
I'm a Bull Durham guy.
Okay.
And in Bull Durham, Nuke LaLoosh wears like women's garter belts, right? Because it makes him feel like loose and
Yeah.
keeps his mind off of baseball. Maybe that's like Chill Boys. It kind of keeps you cool. Like you're like,
Don't have to worry about the downstairs.
yeah, you don't.
Right.
It's a whole different thing.
Yeah.
Okay, the other thing we got to cover is this is what we do every week. We do Bobby's Bar Review. And Bobby's got a good one for you. You might even know this place, Louie.
Well, it's right by Take the Field.
Sidewinders.
No, I'm going
Newman's?
I'm going Newman's.
Okay.
Yeah. Newman's is that's the old school one. It's the oldest continuous bar in Minnesota.
It
That's what
is?
That's
is.
what they take pride in. Yeah.
Jeez, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
It's a great
So
place.
Newman's is a good place.
Yeah.
They
Give us a little bit. What do you think of it? What do
you
like?
it's pretty simple, to be honest. It's got just a simple bar, but they have really good food. Service is solid.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do they have touch tunes?
They do have touch tunes.
Do they have golden tea?
They don't have golden tea.
Do they have pull tabs?
They do have pull
So they have
tabs.
2 of the 3 trifecta.
They don't have the trifecta. Yeah,
They don't have a trifecta.
They're losing
so
some points
no
there.
bonus points.
But
Drinks out of 10. What do you think?
drinks are strong. Drinks are strong and good. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'd say a 9.1 for drinks.
Okay. Yep. Atmosphere.
Atmosphere's solid. I'd say probably 8.5. You kind of get some locals. You never know what you're going to run into there, but it's still solid. People go out of their way to go there.
All right. How about the service? How about the bar staff there?
Bar staff's good. Bar staff's good. Yeah, they're attentive. They're welcoming. There's no doubt about it.
Okay. Number? Can you give it a number?
The burgers are great.
Okay.
Food is really, really good. So that's putting it up there too. So overall, I would say an 8.8.
8.8.
8.8, yeah.
Wow, I'm
Yeah.
surprised. I thought you'd go
Solid.
higher with Newman's, but all right.
It's breaking the 9s are tough.
Louie, you been there?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
What do you think?
I like it.
Yeah.
I'm more of a Sidewinders guy.
Okay.
Because I know the owners and
Yep.
and that's where we go if we go to downtown North St. Paul. But I've been in Newman's. I went in there fundraising, trying to sell stuff like my whole childhood. So
Yeah.
Well, we'll have to look into Sidewinders
Yeah.
going forward.
At Sidewinders, I feel like is the kind of place you walk in. If you're not a local, you're going to get side-eyed at Sidewinders.
maybe. Well, my grandparents run that place. They're there every night.
All right.
All right, we're
They
going
are
to
the
Sidewinders.
locals.
We're doing a video, and the next one will be about Sidewinders.
I love it.
If you're there, ask for Denny or
Yeah.
Dwayne
Ask
Varland.
for-
Yeah, they're
I love it.
around.
Perfect.
All right, Bobby. What else you want to talk? You want to talk about the bullpen? You want to talk about the fun on the off days? Where we're going to go here?
I want to talk the bullpen because I think we were
Yankee
talking
fans call
earlier.
them a B word and an A word and a D word and all the words.
All the words. I think that's pretty crazy. But I think that I can't imagine you're going to be in the pen next year. But if you were in the pen and you had your songs or your walkout songs or just to get out onto the field, I mean, what
Yeah, what you got? You got a game plan? If you ever like,
It's Kickstart My Heart, Motley Crue.
I love it.
That is
Motley Crue
great.
kind of guy.
Yeah. Oh,
You know,
that's
it'd be sweet if you had like a belt buckle that shot sparks or something.
would be
or
cool.
like, or
That
on
would
his
be
glove,
cool.
he's like, I think that's sweet because
Yeah.
we are concepting some ideas, some other things that you could do. Like maybe it's you come out on like snowmobiles or something like that. Because North St. Paul Polar is like
Yeah.
Polaris sponsorship kind of thing.
Yeah.
That'd be pretty cool.
Or ice
like,
slide,
like a big
or
ice
luge.
slide or an ice luge. They like kind of like Milwaukee has. Where you just like
Yeah.
slide
Yeah,
right
with
out.
Bernie.
Yeah, but that could all be incorporated with Kickstarter.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Oh, Kickstarter. That's a great one
Yeah.
for sure.
I think like it's too bad. Like normal starters, do you have like warm up music that you pitch to, like when you're warming up on a start day, or is it
Yeah.
just kind of?
Well, like every bullpen has like their like entrance song.
yeah,
Every starter has their walkout song.
yeah,
Yep.
okay, and Kickstart My Heart.
Yep.
So if
the crew.
if it went 17 innings and position players were gone and they needed a hit, which pitcher is going to go hit?
Well, it's either Pagan or Fundy. It's a new lefty that came up with long hair. He also hit in college. He actually had like a 890 OPS in college. Like
Really?
He could bring it. Yeah.
So why? Okay, all right. Now I'm segueing over.
I agree.
Why in the hell don't they let athletes play, like Ohtani? I mean, obviously he got hurt and that sucks. But if you got a player that can play, let him go.
Yeah.
I mean, even in the off days, it's like I know you want pitchers to recover and you want all this, but I'm like, why not let this guy hit all the time?
Yeah. I don't know.
You feel like it'll change?
Probably not.
Yeah.
No.
I think if the next Ohtani comes, or he's the pinnacle of it, right? But there's athletes are athletes. Just because you can throw hard and you're a pitcher, not all pitchers are athletes by all means. But Burt Blyleven, sorry, I just think that.
Shot to Burt,
So,
man.
that's so funny. So I just think if you got a player that can play the game, let him play.
Right. I mean, I agree, but it goes back to like high school and college. It's hard enough to get drafted, and you have to like work on a specific craft to even get drafted.
Yeah.
It's very few that can do it all, like
Yeah.
pitch and hit or do whatever. The Twins are actually kind of experimenting with that. Andrew Bechtold in AAA, he was a catcher, played infield, and he also pitched. He might like it. There's a dude, I forget his name. There's a dude in the league that does that. He's a third catcher. He's a utility infielder, and he also like eats innings. Yeah.
If you throw gas, you throw gas.
Yeah.
I mean, literally. I mean,
The velo doesn't matter. It's the movement on it.
right. It can't be a straight ball.
No.
Which I was going to say, which is way too old. I was telling you about this earlier. I remember when Rob Dibble won the All-Star game. It had to be 92 or something. He got up and he threw 102 or something like that, and he threw a straight fastball. And Julio Franco, I think, was 50 years old. Just went yard on him.
Oh yeah.
Everybody can hit
Yeah.
100 miles an hour nowadays. It's the movement on it.
Straight
100%.
fastballs are not good. That's all I did.
Yeah.
Mine went straight, and then they went like this. See ya. That's why I hit a lot of people, because I didn't want that to happen again.
Back off.
Yeah.
You just pitch with fear. You just
Pitch with
like-
fear. I
yeah.
dropped down sidearm, and
Either gonna hit
it
you-
would tail so damn hard.
Uh-huh.
I hit a dude in the face at Midway Stadium once. It was
no.
terrible. I didn't try to do it
Yeah,
either.
of course.
But, hey,
So then, Louie, does it come down to getting movement? Does it come down to your grip? Does it come down to the pressure points? Does it come to like cut fastballs? Or?
Grips do have grips that play an aspect. You can't really teach spin rate. I mean, that also helps efficiency. It's basically it's just movement though. It's like trying different things until you can find something that's effective.
Okay.
Yeah.
With the spin rate and
Yep.
Interesting.
And axis and tilt and all this other
Physics, Bobby.
technology
Physics,
stuff.
yeah.
Physics.
Exactly.
yeah. But so tell us about the locker room. I always like the locker
God,
room.
you're so horny.
Honest question.
Tell us about the locker room.
So
All right, let's get into the locker room and the antics and the who's your go-to guy? Like, all right, this is like kind of helped you along and brought you like under their wing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess they didn't have like the one guy. Chris Paddock's really cool.
Okay.
He's very open. Emilio Pagan's also really cool. Nick Gordon, very outgoing. He's like the energy of the team. Royce Lewis is as well.
Yeah.
I would say Bailey Ober and Joe Ryan were pretty cool.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
It's the mustache, probably, right?
Yeah.
you should grow a stash.
I can't. I try. I'm way behind. I'm working on it.
What do you think of the pitchers that all have like the mystique? It just seems like a whole new category of pitchers, like the mystique. Who's the guy that does this when he pitches? You know, like
Kimbrel.
Kimbrel, yeah.
Craig
And then some
Kimbrel.
guy's got the big hair. Some guy's got the big beard. Who's the guy we were growing up that had the massive beard? I can't remember who that was. It was just like
Mitch Williams was the crazy
intimidating.
dude when
yeah,
we,
Mitch Williams would fall off the mound when
Yeah.
he pitched. It just seems like it almost feels like it's coached at a certain point. You know, like all right, you need a little shtick. You need something that's going to scare guys and
Entertainment.
throw them off.
It's entertainment.
get them to think
right.
about something else,
Yeah.
right? But I mean, that's one of the things too. Is like, I think these guys are trying too hard to be so goofy that it throws you off, or or
Well, yeah, like it messes with your mind.
it does for sure. But I'm like, I don't know, it drives me nuts. Just pitch, but maybe you hide the ball longer. I don't know. Maybe that Clayton Kershaw kind of just hides it a long time, and he's got this weird little movement, but.
Oh yeah. So when you were at the Saints talking about weird shticks, did you ever have to get involved in any of the weird antics or shticks at the Saints, or was it all just like I play baseball, you guys deal with all the
It was pretty like that. It was pretty separate. Like the promotion, everything never included the players or anything because the players are trying to make it to the bigs. The last thing they want to do is be involved with this stuff.
Yeah, right.
But I would take Squealon, like the pig, out for wash and stuff for anybody. I love doing that. I love the pig there. Yeah.
Hey, you also have a Bill Murray story.
I do have a Bill Murray story.
Okay.
Yep. So I don't know if it was someone's Hall of Fame or it was Darryl Strawberry.
Oh, that's when he was
Hall
there?
Of Fame. Yeah.
Oh, great.
And Bill Murray showed up. Some point during the game, he was walking through the dugout saying hi, whatever, talking to the whatever. On his way out, I turn around. I don't know what came over me, but I turned around and said, "Good game, Bill," and I slap his ass. I slapped Bill Murray's ass. My whole family loved it, and it was one of the highlights of my year. I still can't believe I did it.
What did he do?
He just took it and like stumbled a little bit and like half looked back and just kept walking. He didn't say anything.
That is so funny. Yeah,
great.
back-to-back Bill Murray episodes,
We
right?
gotta find that footage.
That is, that would be great if that's on camera for sure.
It could have got me in trouble, like, slapping anybody's ass. And
Yeah.
I don't know, but
Okay,
he was a good sport about it.
That's good.
Yeah.
And then what about your shtick in the postseason here? You had a couple of things that you did that.
Mine? Me?
Yeah. With the water jug.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So it was after we clinched playoffs. Well, okay, I saw a video. I don't know if it was the 87 or 91 World Series. A player threw a jug of water in the stands on somebody. I saw it before the game. I was like, I got to do that. Like, why not? We clinch. We celebrate down the field. Everybody's kind of walking off. I see the jug just sitting there still. I said, I'm going to do it. I did it. I threw it on somebody. But the coolest one was after we won the first playoff series against the Blue Jays. There's two sitting there. I threw one of them on this guy. Well, I grabbed the jug, asked, who wants? This dude's like, me. I threw it on him. And then I grabbed the other one and said, all right, who wants it? And this dude came up on top of the Dodgers like, put it on me again. So I said, all right. Threw another one on him. And they got that in video, and there's pictures and everything. And I'm proud I did it. Like
That's fantastic.
Another highlight of the year.
Keeping it going. That's great.
God, that's great.
Yeah.
You guys had a nice playoff run. Well
Yeah,
done. I mean, that
thank
was
you.
exciting. And
Very
you guys
exciting.
played great and kind of pulled this town together
Yeah.
for baseball again, and I thought that was really awesome.
There's a lot more Twins fans now after that, I'll tell you that. A lot of people
Absolutely.
came up to me and was like, I can't wait to watch Twins down this next year. Like, that was just electric. I'm sitting in the bullpen just having goosebumps half the game.
Yeah.
Like, the place was just packed and loud, and just love to see it.
It was cool. The whole vibe of the team was just solid this year. It just seemed like it was an actual team. It wasn't, you know what I mean? And Rocco and O'Connell for the Vikes, they seem like they're cut from the same cloth. No, nothing phases them.
Yeah.
They just whatever happens, they deal with it. They're calm and composed, and I mean, they seem like the perfect managers. I mean, Rocco's getting a lot of heat at times, but it is what it's part of the job, right?
Yeah.
Good job.
Yeah, but
Let's do. So the other thing we do here, Louie, is we call it the. Bobby always has this thing at the end of the podcast about don't be a dick, just be a good person. Be from the east side. We looked out for each other. We help people out, and this is something that I think you might like too, is because our don't be a dick this week. I have one for us. I mean, you've probably seen this. Is like people that go to sporting events and they wear a jersey, but they don't wear a jersey that's part of either team that's playing. It's like, all right,
Yeah.
Twins are playing the Blue Jays, and this guy's wearing like a Seattle Supersonics basketball jersey, or they're wearing like a Cleveland Indians jersey. You're like,
I actually see that
Cleveland
a lot.
Guardians
yeah.
jersey. You're like, what?
I don't know,
This, yeah. What's
what's
the point?
going on here? What's
This
the
isn't
point?
like
Yeah.
a costume theme party for sports. It's like cheer for a team, cheer for a player. Don't just like show up and go like, oh, I guess I'm wearing a jersey today because I'm going to cheer for sports in general.
Yeah.
No, you're cheering for Louie Varland wearing his jersey to the games.
so what did you? First time you ever saw a grown man wearing your jersey, what'd you think?
I loved it. It was a super weird feeling. Obviously, I'm not used to that. I'm like, damn, like,
That's
this
my
is really
jersey.
happening. That's my
Yeah.
jersey. I don't even know the dude. He's wearing my jersey.
Yeah.
That's the coolest part. 'cause-
Absolutely. I mean, obviously, if your dad wears it, that's one
Right,
thing.
like
right?
I expect him to wear, it, but like
No, that
I don't expect it to see it around the stadium
Right.
quite yet. I'm still like a rookie, and I'm not like Royce Lewis or Kepler or Kepler, Trey, or Buxton. So
Yeah.
Right. That's awesome, dude. That's
Yeah.
super cool. But it's always, you know who it always is? It's the Brewer fan or the Packer fan at a
That
game.
are wearing the
Like,
wrong
yeah.
jersey.
Yeah,
It's a
just get
random
out of here.
jersey.
Get across the river.
just too proud. Yeah.
They
Yeah.
don't know what they're doing.
Yeah, drunken Scotties.
God, drunken Scotties is right. Speaking of playoffs, when Royce Lewis comes through for you guys so big, like, how good is he going to be?
I've never seen anything like it.
Oh, God.
You want to talk about Clutch Gene? I didn't really see him play through the minors. I was never on his team.
Yeah.
For him to just do that after missing half the season, after missing 2 years before that, injuries, like I can't explain it why or how they even happen. The dude just has it.
He's
He
got
gets
that
it done.
factor, yeah.
It's ridiculous. You really don't see that ever.
No,
It's
and
crazy.
It's so fun. You're just like, oh my God, he is that good. Like to do that, to step up and just crush. Oh my God, I like the. So this is the other thing we talk about. I like the. You guys put the this year was like the vest,
it
like the
the home
fishing,
run?
the
Yeah.
the home run vest. What's going to be next year? You got any votes? You got any like? You got any things?
I probably don't have much of a vote or say in it.
You're a Minnesota guy.
I
You
know.
should be
Well,
the guy that gets to vote.
I mean, I still have to make the
you
team.
could bring some
but
ideas
there's,
to the
like-
table. You
Yeah,
got to
I
make
mean,
the team.
I think you should
All
have a Bobby Finn knows everyone sweatshirt or something.
sweatshirt. I mean, it'd be kind of lame. Like a hat, a big hat or something would be a lot better with that title on.
Yeah,
it.
it's
But
gotta
the
be-
sweatshirt's just like what?
It's got to be elaborate.
It's got to be loud. It's got to
Yeah.
be loud.
What about like you did a vest last year? We could do like a life jacket. Maybe like
Yeah.
like an orange life jacket. Like you're going like it's something boating, something lakes related.
It's not a bad idea.
I like it.
Any other ideas? Come on, what else can we do?
Throw a snowball in somebody's face.
Like a hockey stick or
Oh,
some
yeah.
hockey related.
Yeah,
Skid hockey.
shoulder
or,
pads.
Yeah.
Throw a little jersey on them.
Like it.
Oh God, we gotta come up with
We'll
something.
yeah,
come
we
up
got
with something.
We got brainstorm.
We
Yeah,
gotta
brainstorm.
I need something for Louie here. Well, I like it. I like the bit. It's kind of like it's bringing a little bit of energy and excitement to baseball, which I think is fun. I think baseball's come a long way in the last couple of years with speeding things up, making it entertaining. It's
Who's got the best one that you've seen?
There's a samurai hat that's pretty cool. I think that's with the Angels.
I think I've seen that.
I think the Tigers do a hockey helmet. Which,
Yes,
it's
they
not
do.
that cool,
Yeah,
but
it's the
hockey
red
related.
Detroit Red Wings. Yeah.
It's like a goalie mask.
No, they just have
It's
just a helmet.
We
Regular
could do
helmet.
goalie mask. That'd be kind of cool.
That would be kind of cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that'd be really
How about
cool
a-
because the goalie masks are always
Different. Yeah.
Yeah,
You could
yeah.
do it as the Twins.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I think Louie Varland needs like a wrestling singlet. Just like put on the singlet. Just like,
after a strikeout, somebody throws it out there, put it on the field.
It's Hulk Hogan freaking just that you have to do that. That would be great.
great. I'll tell you what, brother. All right, Bobby. Anything else we got to cover here, Louie? It's been fun.
Yeah.
Mr. Producer Chris Salazar in the corner. You got anything for us? Been listening the whole time.
No, not really. I mean, he could let's throw his take the field out again.
Yeah,
I think that's
I'll do that
important to
again.
get involved in.
For sure.
And I think the kids are people and fans and community appreciate you
Yeah.
bringing it back. That's kind of not
True,
a lot of people
yeah.
do that, and that's awesome.
Giving back. So I guess I'll say it's not just a pitching camp that Take the Field offers. We do like private lessons, hitting, pitching. We have a trainer there now too, Lamine. He does like weight room stuff. We have a weight room there. It's very flexible on the hours. You can come in whenever. We have a bunch of instructors, a bunch of like valuable instructors. All played college ball at least, if not the majors, like me and my brother now. Yeah, it's a great place to play. Again, it's Take the Field. Cole Hutchins is the owner. Downtown North St. Paul. Yeah, it's a great place to be. I train there. I do all my work there. So
What's the website again?
takethefield.com, I believe.
Okay.
Yep.
Cool. Check it out, everybody.
Yep.
Get your kids there.
Very cool.
Bobby said he used to be able to throw 80, and I said I don't believe it.
80?
It was 90.
90.
Was it
You're
90?
cutting short.
Oh,
Yeah.
he said he still thinks he could throw 80.
So-
I
Okay,
go, no
I believe
way.
it.
Yeah, I believe
No,
it.
well, that's the problem. I did this bet about 10 years ago, maybe not quite 10, and somebody asked me how hard I can throw, and I said, I don't know. They said, you can throw 80? I go, if I can't throw 80, I'm put me in a grave.
Yeah.
And I went outside, and somebody bet me, I think I had like $300 or $400 on the line, and I hit 69 and 70.
Oh no.
I was like, what the fuck is going on? Yeah, it was very humbling. Then I came home and I bought a radar because I didn't believe it.
Yeah.
And then my daughter's behind the net and she said, Dad, you're not going to like this. It's 70. So I
That
think I
hurts.
need to stretch the
It's-
arm out a little bit
yeah.
because I can't lose it like that. That's,
Train a little bit. It'll come back.
Yeah.
It's in there.
But
It's in there. That's good.
thanks, Louie. I appreciate
course.
appreciate you guys coming on the on the pod.
Thanks for having me.
It's been great. I wish you all the success. Like I said, there's a lot of people rooting for you. You
appreciate
you got something that it's special, and we hope the best. And we want to see you grow and have a long career and make millions of dollars. And
I'm gonna ride it out. I appreciate the support, and we'll see where it goes.
That's awesome.
that's awesome. But everyone, thanks for listening. We can be heard on Spotify, Apple, YouTube, and all other platforms where you get your podcasts. Please like and subscribe. Tell a friend about us. Last of all, just like I learned growing up on the East Side, work hard. Don't be afraid to get your hands dirty. Tell it like it is. Help your neighbors and try to contribute in a positive way. Smile, laugh, and be a good person. And most of all, the easiest thing in the world, live life and don't be a dick. We are out.
Woohoo! It takes a little more than what you show, and that's yesterday. Yeah, yesterday.